Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. Your time now, 3:48. We are live and local on this July the 28th, almost saying goodbye to the 7th month here in 2021. Can you believe that? August is coming right up. Hey, our next guest joining us live in our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. Give it up for Gordon with the Central California Blood Center. Hello there.
Hey, Austin, how are you today?
Very good. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We have a big event that's going to start Friday.
Yep.
Goes into Saturday, and then all through August.
Yep.
Kick it off. What do we have going on?
So we have one of our biggest promotions. It's our Pint for a Pint blood drive. It's in partnership with ABC 30 and Baskin Robbins. You come out, you donate blood, and you get a voucher for a free pint of Baskin Robbins ice cream.
I love it. How did you come up with this idea?
So actually, the Central California Blood Center 34 years ago started this. So now across the nation, blood centers do Pint for Pint. And it's not always with Baskin Robbins, but they do some version of that with their local, maybe it's a local mom and pop ice cream shop or whatever. But the original idea actually started here 34 years ago.
That's incredible.
Yep.
And now it's everywhere.
And now it's everywhere, yeah.
So it's pretty simple, right?
Yeah. The process of donating, you come in, all you need to do is bring your photo ID, make sure you hydrate, especially in the heat that we're seeing this week and throughout August, obviously. You come out, you donate. It's a quick, easy process. Like I said, our kickoff event, that's a lot of people come out for the kickoff event, so the wait times are a little bit slower on those days, but it does last all August long. So if you can't wait on those first 2 days, come out on a Tuesday in August, and you'll be able to get right in and right out, and you'll get your voucher for free ice cream.
I want to talk a little bit about just the need for blood now that, the pandemic, things are changing, obviously, and things are opening. Before you answer that question, though, tell me what it was like for the Blood Center during COVID.
Yeah, so the Blood Center obviously was hit hard across the nation. So we were already seeing across the nation there was already a little bit of a blood shortage. And then with the pandemic and closures and people being a little bit weary of leaving their house and going out into a building in general, that impacted us as well. The pandemic itself, that obviously hit schools. And we collect about 30 to 40% of our annual collections come from high schools, universities, Fresno State, FPU, those types of places. And so we weren't able to go on campus. So we had to try to get those people to come to us, which is a little bit harder to have them come to us. But we tried our best. We were able to get through. We were able to we're still keeping hospitals at par levels across the board. But that still doesn't mean that it ever stops. So obviously traumas happen every day. In the news, we see shootings, accidents, everything every day that continues to happen. Mothers are still birthing children, mothers that possibly can hemorrhage. That blood needs to be there for them as well, for their babies. Cancer patients are still going through treatment with platelet needs and plasma needs and whole blood needs. So that stuff never stops. The need for blood never stops. And so that's why we try to encourage, and at times we try to incentivize donors to come out with the things like Pint for a Pint, come out, get some ice cream, and save 3 lives with 1 donation.
That's amazing. 3 lives.
Yep.
When you put that into perspective, it definitely makes you think.
Yep, absolutely. And then when you take that also, and one trauma could use up to 100 units. So that's 100 people that needed to donate that blood. So that even multiplies that need even more.
So as we are heading into summer now, anything else going on with you guys and the Blood Center?
Yeah, just, we're still on mobile drives. So if you aren't near one of our centers, we have 3 in Fresno, Shawn First, Herndon and Blythe, and Champlain and Perrin. And we have 1 in Visalia, which is Mooney and Caldwell. And so if you're not near those places, we try to take our mobile buses out to the outskirts, the Los Banoses, the Portervilles, the Hanfords, those types of places to try to collect your unit as well, so you don't have to drive as far to come and donate. So just be on the lookout for that. And then as we head into September, we have some fun things going on in September as well. Obviously, our second biggest drive is our 9/11 drive in Tulare that we do every year. And obviously, with it being the 20th, honoring 20 years this year, that's going to be a big one coming up in September. Yeah.
Dang,
Yep.
20 years. Unbelievable. And then now, you guys serves such a big area. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people forget that it's not just Fresno.
No. Yeah, so we serve 5 counties. So Fresno, Madera, Tulare, Kings, and Mariposa County, which equates to about 1.9 million people. So it's a little over 20 hospitals that we serve, but think about that. Yeah. So it's a lot of people, especially in those outskirt areas. It's tough to get to those places. Everyone, especially with the pandemic limiting some of the amount of drives that we had. There were a lot of cancellations as well, just people not working from their office. So it didn't make sense for us to go and try to collect from them when there's nobody in their office. So again, trying to drive that traffic into our centers so that we can collect and continue to serve our hospitals.
And just a quick reminder for everybody, how easy is it to donate blood as far as can anybody do it? Not anybody.
Yeah,
What's the parameters?
It's pretty broad though. It is pretty open. There is a few, obviously there's health issues. There's, as far as age, you have to be 16 or older. There is no upper age limit. So as long as your doctor hasn't told you to stop donating blood, you can still come out. But other than that, there aren't very many restrictions. Obviously it's case by case. There's some travel restrictions with COVID. There are obviously restrictions with if you've cared for somebody with COVID or if you've had COVID yourself. We ask that you stay away for at least 28 days of being symptom free. But other than that, it's pretty open. Come on out. We've got some different things that have changed. Our tattoo policy, which is a big one that people always ask about. About a year and a half, 2 years ago, that policy has changed. So as long as you've gotten your tattoo in a state-run facility, there is no deferral. So you can come right out.
Great.
You can literally get a tattoo and show up and donate blood as long as it's been in a state-regulated facility that uses single-use ink and single-use needles.
No problem at all. Okay, so quick reminder, Friday and Saturday into August.
Yep, July 30th and 31st, all those 4 donor centers that I mentioned, you'll be able to come out, donate, get a free pint, and then throughout the month of August, all of our donor centers will also have the voucher, and then any of our mobile drives throughout that month.
Very good. Check it out, everybody. Come back, maybe, in a month or so to promote what you have going in September.
Absolutely.
Because that's another big event.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
All right, Gordon, good to meet you in person.
Good
Thank
to
you.
meet you. Thanks
for
Austin.
joining us. All right, I'm Austin Reed. You're watching Central Valley Talk. We'll be back with one more live local guest coming up next. Stay with us.